congratulations. What a weekend. It's not cold today.
Yeah, I don't even have a pullover on. We're still competitive.
Yeah.
It was a very good day, and some learning also, because that wasn't a lucky victory, strategic victory. It was on all tires, controlled the race, George controlled the race in the front, no mistakes from the team. And then obviously Kimi performed under pressure.
Yeah, it's brilliant. But then again, George has been performing brilliantly this season. Have you noticed a step up? And you're going to get the inevitable question that we asked you yesterday after you took pole position. If ever he's done enough to prove that he needs that signature for a new contract, what a way to do it.
No, well, he has never, we have never doubted that on his speed, never doubted on his capability on winning races and winning championships. So that's not linked, the two of them. Independent of a victory here, he's been still, like you say, he's been stepping up from over the years, from the junior driver to the one that was then the one who was a bit ahead, and now it's like he's grown even more, and it's really nice to see the development.
Such a strong weekend overall. It was good in qualifying, pretty good in practice, great in qualifying, great in the race, great launch off the start, which obviously made it very easy to just take the lead and have no drama. Kimi had a great start as well. Pace was there. I mean, what's the weak area now? This is a pretty great weekend.
Yeah, as you say, I mean, we've obviously benefited a little bit of the McLarens fighting each other for Kimi, because the left front was a bit finished already. But as you say, it was really, really strong, and now we need to learn what is it that makes us so strong this weekend. Is it the track characteristics? Is it the smooth asphalt? Many things to develop, but now we bank this one, tick the box, monkeys off the back. I think you say 1 and 3.
Toto, we heard from some of the competitors, they think that you've changed the rear geometry or something. Could it be that suddenly that's helping you use the tires better, and maybe Mercedes is back?
Yeah, we changed the rear suspension in Imola, and then we weren't sure whether that was functioning. Then we took it off and put it back on here. But it's always the some of the small marginal gains. I'm sure also these circumstances here in Montreal, that there's a car has a DNA, it's strong on some tracks and not on others, and that's been the same since 15 years in this team. So somebody needs to find out why that is.
How happy are you for Kimi? You got so much support out there. They were chanting his name, and these little important steps, mentally also for a young driver like that are fundamental. So it must be a super special day also for you, right?
Yes, and it's also a team achievement, because we've taken him on board when he was 11. I remember him standing in the garage. He couldn't even see the screens because he was so small. And even, now as a young boy, when James Ellison saw him the first time in the factory, he thought he was a kid that lost his father. And what a wonderful achievement. First podium also. He was a bit under pressure the last few races, and seeing him up there is good.
Talk about that trajectory from a psychological perspective, being 18 years old on the podium. He already has the sprint pole, accomplishing such great things. How do you keep that going and not have the goals be too far forward that would damage your confidence at any point? Like, how do you manage this young flower?
I think it's the expectation management is so difficult, because he's been so successful through the karting career and single seaters. And he's been with you, and he's dominated every single step on the way. And then you come into Formula One, and his expectations and his dad's expectations, everybody was like, he's going to come in here and crush everyone. And obviously this is Formula One. This is much more difficult than everything else. And it was difficult at times, but that's why I think this podium is so important, to get a little bit of that relief.
Final one, go to Austria next. Obviously, you had victory there as well last season. What's the targets now, Toto, with 2026 in mind? When you get a weekend like this where everything sings, do you go, maybe, just maybe?
Well, Austria, we were a bit of the lucky ones. Again, yeah. With the tangle they had in front. But I love, that's my home place. I love to come home and eat some Wiener Schnitzel and see some cows and some mountains. But let's see. I just want to sink it in at the moment, and tomorrow we will be concentrating full steam ahead on Austria.
Top man, appreciate it. Go and enjoy that with the rest of the teams. I'm sure.
Kimi, huge congratulations, and I guess you set that podium up with your fantastic start as well. Just talk me through it.
Yeah, I mean, was a very intense race, very stressful, but yes, happy. Super happy with the first podium. It was not an easy race, but definitely the start was the key because I got the track position, and then the pace was also quite decent, especially the first two stints. Towards the end, I was catching Max. Well, on the last one, I think I pushed a bit too hard behind him, and I degraded a little bit the front left, which was a bit the concern, and struggled a little bit towards the last few laps. But happy, super happy with the podium.
You had the two McLarens bearing down on you, and I know in the cool-down room you were saying I didn't know which one of them to give the toe to or the slipstream to on the straight.
Yeah, because I saw they were side by side, both with DRS, and initially I couldn't see who was on the outside and who was on the inside, so I was a bit uncertain who to give the slipstream to. But then after it happened what happened, and obviously I was able to take a breath and enjoy the last 3 laps behind the safety car because I was very, very stressed.
In terms of your career, on a scale of 1 to 10, most stressful to least stressful, how was that? Where did that sit?
I would put this same level as Australia.
Right, okay.
Yeah, but I would say the last lap even more.
Okay.
But definitely Australia because it was the first one, was in the wet. But this one, was tough because definitely we had a good pace, but still had to really fight for it.
Well done today.
Thank you.
To say hello. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What a fantastic weekend. I mean, right from FP1, the car looked hooked up. You are mega around this track, we know. Perfect weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. We knew we had the potential to win this weekend, but then when it comes to fruition, is great, and I've been feeling really strong with myself. Hey guys. It feels a bit of a redemption after last year because I was really disappointed with my performance last year. We should have won. It was my mistakes that let the team down, but I'm in a different place right now, and I feel I'm driving better than ever. And I just felt pretty chilled throughout the whole race.
I mean, yesterday when I saw you the Skypad, you still had the goosebumps after the quali lap, and that set you up, didn't it?
Yeah,
having
absolutely.
track position, and Toto's just talked about the fact that they're trying to work out, is it track specific? Because this is a very different circuit. What are your thoughts?
It's like, going a little bit technical now, but it's like 3 factors. You got like temperature, smoothness of the track, and the speed of the corners.
Yeah.
This track is smooth, it's low speed, so it doesn't overheat the tyres much. And today was hot, but we had 2 of the 3 things that made us competitive. Yesterday we had 3 of the 3 things. But we go to Austria next week, it's going to be an old tarmac, more high-speed corners, and it's going to be hot as well. So we've got 3 things sort of working against us. So, look, I'm not going to sit here and say Mercedes are back because we were the quickest team here last year, but we didn't win the championship. So that's sort of, we know where we need to improve.
So this is a day to enjoy the win, soak it in, and then you're just going to think about what happens in Austria and Silverstone when you get there?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to New York tomorrow. I'm off to see the F1 movie again. So, looking forward to that. Have some time at home and rest and recover because it is an intense season. I'm sort of out of breath just talking so much with after such a good result. And
so what happens when you win? We all want to talk to you.
You do. But it's really good news and just really pleased to finally get a win on the board.
Hey, listen, we're nearly at the British Grand Prix. We'd love to see a George Russell Mercedes package fighting at the front. Yeah. We're counting down. We've got Austria on the way.
Yes.
We're counting down. But you've got to go to the press conference.
Yes.
So I'm going to leave you. Congratulations, George.
See
you in Austria.